Hello, everybody. Battlefront CJ here. Uh, we're gonna do some. Where? What was that? Today's gonna be another album review, and we're gonna do interview. We're gonna do a track by track review of the two Witchfinder General albums, Death Penalty and Friends of Hell. I love this album so much. I love both of the Friends of Hell. The only song I like on it is Music, but the first one is so amazing. This is gonna be a two-parter. I'm gonna be doing this track. We're gonna do the first track of Death Penalty, Invisible Hate. Alright, so that song is called Invisible Hate. A good opening track. I really like it. To me, it sounds a lot like Venom, in a sense that it has that kind of eeriness to the music. It's the longest track on the album. Like I said, Witchfinder General. When a couple months back when I started really getting into new album, new wave of heavy metal, I kind of looked them up. I gave them a second look, and then all of a sudden, now I'm hooked on them. I really like Death Penalty. I mean, it's a good record. It's a good. It's a great metal record. All right, now we're going to do track 2, which is Free Country. This is probably one of my favorite Witchfinder General songs. It's just hard, raw, and heavy. Let's play it. Look out for me. Let's rip on LSD. Let's look out for me. Look out for me. Let's look out for me. Alright, so if you heard the lyrics, it talks about drugs, I guess. I guess it's about freedom. Now, but this album in particular, I love it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing new album record. But this song in particular, it's one of those songs like when we review Friends of Hell. It's one of those songs that I'm just like, why is it only 3 minutes long? It's a good song. I mean, that's like, I like the entire album, but when it comes to Death Penalty, there are a few tracks, that like I could listen to it fully, but at the same time, and it sucks that they only have 2 albums because it kind of advanced, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna do next Death Penalty. Okay, so you're gonna know a lot on this channel that I'm a huge doom metal fan. This album came out in '82, and '82 is a big year for traditional metal. You got Maiden with Number of the Beast. You've got this album. You've got Judas Priest Scream for Vengeance. I think those are the only ones that I really know of. This is really, I think, one of the first doom metal songs. I understand Trouble came out. Trouble and Pentagram, they're kind of the first players of doom metal. This song, if you listen to the lyrics, it kind of has that melodic stability, but it's slow and heavy. Kind of stuff that's precursor to what would become one of my favorite genres in all of metal. Doom metal. I love doom metal. I mean, you're going to see a lot of doom metal on my reviews. Now we're going to do No Stayer. It's a 4-minute track. Let's play it. So, really quick with No Stayer. It has, obviously I don't want to listen to the whole song. I'm just going to play samples of it. Probably still going to get copyright anyway. But when it comes to this song, it sounds almost like it almost sounds like a throwback song to hard rock. But it kind of has a blues rocky influence to it as well, which I like it. Now, I will say this about Witchfinder General. I like them. They're not a band they're not an album stay in class where I could just listen to it. It's not like, I don't consider it like Walls of Jericho where I could, but when I'm in that kind of mood, I will play Witchfinder General. But with No Stayer, it's just like a typical rock and roll song that you would hear, especially in that era. So we're going to do Witchfinder General next. Yeah, General. All right, so I know what you guys are thinking. This is a very Sabbathy song. This reminds me, I'm not really now I'm going to admit something. I like Black Sabbath, but I have Heaven and Hell on here because I'm a big Ryan James Dio fan. I do like certain Sabbath songs, like I was thinking about downloading Master of Reality and everything. This kind of has that early Black Sabbath feel. The slowness, just the heaviness. If you don't know what a Witchfinder General is, it's someone who kind of terminates witches. It's almost very occultish, a lot of these songs, which I guess, more death penalties, more different, is very witchy kind of. It's very, I guess, occultist, if you know what I mean, especially with Free Country, where I talk about mushroom tea and marijuana and everything. But with Witchfinder General, you kind of get where they're coming from. This album it's very, very occultish, but also very Sabbathy and gritty. It is new album. It is new wave of British heavy metal. Now, I know about Diamond Head because I am like a metalhead, so I kind of know about them. that has a very like sort of Diamond Head vibe, especially with the vocals. It's typical British heavy metal vocals. You know, this whole week is going to be about new wave of British heavy metal. Last week, obviously, it was German, but I will be doing some British heavy metal, not today, but, tomorrow. All right, we got next song, Burning Sinner. Dun, 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 dun. On the turn it to the ground. And all right, again, continuing with the theme of witch burning and everything. This song in particular, it sounds a lot like Sound Wings of Destiny Priest. When you think of more of the heavy songs, I even think of Sin After Sin when I think of this song, mixed with a little Sabbath. You know what I mean? It has that kind of, or even just doom metal. Like, I'm sure when like bands, especially Pentagram, Candlemass, but most probably Pentagram, we're listening to, or not Pentagram, or Trouble, or Pagan Sanvitus, when they were I'm sure probably Candlemass, or even Messiah's previous band, which I'm actually a fan of, Mercy, the two albums, the opening Mercy, and then of course you have Witchburner. But this has a lot of that stuff that if you're into doom metal, especially early Trouble, because Trouble is one of my favorites now. I mean, I'm definitely going to dedicate an episode to the first three Trouble albums. Amazing stuff. This reminds me a lot of that kind of style where Trouble's influenced a lot by Priest and Sabbath, and just it's amazing. But I love the chorus, "See him burn to the ground," and Sinner, because it's talking about witches, Salem and everything. So now we're going to do the final song, R.I.P. I don't know what it stands for. I think it means rest in pieces. We're going to do this one. All right, so that was called R.I.P. Once again, I think there are two sides. The first songs are more darker, than when you get to 4, 5, 6, and 7, it goes to more of the doom metal. I consider the first part to kind of be less, 4, or no, never mind. So 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7. Because I heard this song and I was like, this sounds a lot like Trouble. It's very doomy. I love this song. Even though I don't really, it's too short for me. Now, I'm not saying that about the next album, but their songs are very kind of, they're good. It's proto-doom, this stuff. New album / doom metal. But I'm putting new album just to be safe. Now we're going to do Friends of Hell. This album is a little darker, but it's kind of a progression from Death Penalty, and now you've got Friends of Hell. I like this album. It's a little bit different. We're gonna do the first song called Love on Smack. All right, so first song. I actually do like this song. It kind of sounds like Burning Sinner. It has that same kind of riff. But once again, it's Proto Doom. I just think of that, with the progression. It kind of has that gritty kind of, kind of gritty, kind of low, kind of picking that you would expect from like early Doom. Last Chance. All right, so that was Last Chance. Sorry. I'm a little nasally. This song, very good. Once again, just like Love on Smack, very doomy, very kind of throwbacky song. So now next song, one of my favorite Witchfinder General songs, Music. Next to Free Country, it's one of my favorite favorite Witchfinder General songs, and it's actually the same length as Witchfire. Sorry, my mom's texting me. So it has its same kind of thing. So let's do Music. Da-na-na. Music. What? I'll be right there, Paul. I'm doing something. Paul is doing... So this is... Sorry about that. Let me finish. Sorry. Alright. So this is a song, I guess, about music. I'm sorry. I'm going to get this done. I'm just tired. I do apologize. It's a good song. It really is a good song. It's short and sweet, but it kind of has that the grittiness with Witchfinder General that you can expect. You know what I mean? With this song, I apologize about the background music, but with this song, you can kind of see like the parallels with Death Penalty. But this song is just, it talks about music and everything, and I need music. Just the grittiness of the song. This is another long song. This is only 6 minutes. And it's called Friends of Hell. All right, so that song, Friends of Hell, when I heard it, it sounds a lot like, it has that, I call it the Dio kind of gallop. You know what I mean? Like in the opening. Oh, no, never mind. Well, actually, you know what this sounds like? An album I really like. This band from Arizona. They're called Ashbury. They mix metal, hard rock. This is a mix. It mixes hard rock with with Black Sabbath to create like this eerie sound. I like it. It's a good song. I don't know where I got the Dio Gala from. I'm sorry. It's this song. So, with this song, I apologize. I'm sorry. I just had popcorn. I'm very hot. I apologize. This song, very good. Like I said with the last couple of songs, very doomy, especially proto-doom metal. It has that feel to it. But also at the back, you know how some songs have backwards, like backmasking? This song is talking backwards as well. But then again, this album is kind of eerie. It still talks about witches and everything, like the Salem Witch Trials. It has that same kind of thing. So now we're going to do Shallow Images. Alright, so I'm just going to play that much of the song. This song is called... Can you stop? I'm recording a video. Really? Sorry, my brother's having a little moment. Anyway, this song is called Shadow Images. Once again, a doomy metal song, but I hear a lot of Sabbath and a lot of Zeppelin. I don't know why, but it's good. All right, let's do I Lost You. Ballad. One quick note about the song. This is the only ballad I think they ever recorded. It's acoustic, and I don't understand. Like, if you're trying to talk about witches and your music's weird like that, why would you put... This is the only song I don't like about this out on the whole Witchfinder General catalog. Why do you put a ballad like this on your record? I don't understand. This song is the only filler song in the otherwise good career by the masters of proto doom, Witchfinder General. This next song is called Quietus. All right, so this song is amazing. This song is amazing. It follows up with a ballad. It follows the ballad, but it's a good song. I like it. It's amazing. It's so So with this song, um, it like I said, this album is I consider, except for I Lost You, mostly doom metal. This is what it is. It's proto doom metal. I mean, you've got Trouble releasing the Trouble album, or Palm 9, Psalm 9, if after the self-titled 1990 release. I think that this song is very good. It was released in the year of, you had Metallica releasing their debut. You had the year of all these glammy metal bands. Quiet Riot releasing Metal Health. You know, I think Motley Crue's Motley Crue's debut came out in '80. Well, I think it's Shout Out the Devil that came out in this year. And there's really nothing like it as far as the new wave British heavy metal is concerned. I downloaded recently Witchfinder. You know, this is the band Witchfinder. Give 'Em Hell. I mean, I had to give it another listen. Not my favorite. They love dark imagery. This band is what Witchfinder should be. I'm still a big fan of this album, despite the fact that track 7 is a crappy ballad, which, hey, I mean, I don't mind if bands do ballads, but the next song totally blows that out of the water. It's the longest track on the album. It's amazing. It's a good one. So now we're going to do the final track. It's an acoustic track, Reprise. Good closing track. That's all I gotta say. I'm Battlefront CJ. I hope you guys enjoyed Witchfinder General album reviews, or discography. That's what I'm gonna call it. This album. This album. They have an album called Sovereign Invasion, which is an EP. I'm not really a fan of it. I'm more of a fan of their real albums. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.